price is one of the most important factors when it comes to winning the buy box. And so this is why using a repricer is super important. You can get away without using one at the beginning, but I guess, this is one thing that you should outsource to a software as fast as possible, because if you want to do it manually, it takes some time, right? So the one I'm using is Be Cool. We are going to go through Be Cool. This is going to be a super beginner guide to get you started with Be Cool and just get you started with repricing, because all the repricers work pretty much the same, right? There's a link in the description if you want to get a 14 days free trial for Be Cool. This is my link. I'll get a little something. So, if I brought some value to you, do not hesitate to use this link if you want to sign up for Be Cool, all right? But let's dive into the computer. So, this is what Be Cools look like. And as I said, if you want to win the buy box, using a repricer is, if you use a repricer, your buy box win rate is going to increase by a lot, At the beginning, once again, you'll be fine. If you have a few ASINs, you'll be fine with just, doing it manually most of the time. But yeah, so the first thing you should do really when you start working on Be Cool, and before we do anything, you want to import your cost, right? And if you use Inventory Lab, you can do it automatically with an integration. So go to Inventory Lab. Go right there, go to the settings, and then in the settings, go to integrations and turn on Be Cool. You will need to log it in through your Be Cool account and stuff. Do it, because this is, if you want to be able to use your repricer accurately, and because you need to set your price in your repricer. First thing you should do is turn on the integration, so all your cost is imported into Be Cool, right? So let's get back to Be Cool. So how does it work? So you can see that there's your cost right there, so that will be important, and you need it because, okay, right there this is $0, but let's say my cost was $5, right? The reason why you want to have your cost is because you need to set a minimum price and a maximum price, all right? So to set your minimum price, you can just use some, rule of thumbs like 20% return on investment. Usually what I do is 30%. If I'm lazy, and if you click there, it's going to make the calculation for you, and it's going to return the price you need to sell your product at if you want to have a 30% return on investment, right? So this is not how you do it. This is what you want to do if you're really lazy. But like, I'll make another video where I'll show you how to define what you should set your minimum price at and what you should set your maximum price at, right? So same thing, if you want to set your maximum price, here you go. Let's put it at $20. And then you need to choose a rule, right? So one thing that's really important, and let's just choose a random rule. Let's just choose match buy box, just for the sake of this example, right? So what you want to understand is that your repricer is gonna work like your repricing rule. The repricing rule is basically defines how you want your repricer to act in different situations, right? It depends if you have the AI rules or if you have the rule-based rules, right? So with the rule-based rule, you will need to pretty much set up the rules. I have a whole video on that you can watch after this one, but you need to understand that your rule is going to work on each ASIN differently. It's only going to work in the range that you specified with your minimum price and your maximum price, right? So when you create rules right there in the Repricing Rules tab, it's not going to affect your listings until you do this, until you set your rule right here on the product at the ASIN level right there, and you set your minimum price. So your rule is not going to tank your product if you didn't. You first need to set your minimum price and your maximum price. It's not going to work outside that range, all right? This is something that I've seen a lot of beginners getting confused about. It's not going to work outside your range. When you set up your rules, it will not work on your products until you actually set it up there, all right? So depending on which rule you use, when the buy box price is under your minimum price, it can do multiple things, all right? It can either just stay at your minimum price, or match the person that is the closest, like that is in your range, but you do not have to go to your minimum price. So do not worry, your price is not gonna tank, all right? As I said, it's just your repricing rule is only gonna work in that specific range that you set with your minimum price and your maximum price. All right, so this is basically how a repricer works. This is the basics. This is how it works, and this is how you should use it. Now, watch this video if you want to get my exact rules. Watch these other videos. Keep going with this playlist, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video.